to call it. I know it's some kind of constraint, but anyway. See these little green bars next to each frame? You can set these to a number, and when you set these to a number, it'll be the in-between frames. So you could say, for example, you have a 3-frame animation and it's too fast. If you want to slow it down and kind of smooth it out, you just highlight them. You take this green bar here and you bring it to whatever number you want, and that'll add the in-betweens and it'll be smooth. So if I had no in-betweens, this animation here would be like 2 seconds. With the in-betweens in it, because there's technically, so this, if this was the regular pivot, this would be 1 frame for each one. Instead, this is 4 frames for each frame. And it's easy to do that. Now you don't have, like back when, like the early 2000s, I used to sit there with spacebar and hit every single frame. But now you can just do a couple frames and add some in-between. See, it's nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm watching Anthony Bourdain stuff. Yeah, you can download Pivot for free, and there's a whole library where you can get stick figures and stuff. I'm just not doing a background right now. I might export this as transparent. So the sick thing, Pivot's such an amazing piece of software. If you're looking for an animator for a computer, Pivot's what you want. Yes, we're on Discord as well. I was thinking about opening up a little animation contest. I joined one too. The render challenge. It's so cold in my fucking house, dude. You have no idea. Well, I just did a laundry and I figured that was gonna chill everything down, and that didn't work at all. Yeah, I can play. Yeah, and then it's gonna go up and it's gonna smoke some dude. I don't know. It's just a funny little short, you know, for like YouTube or whatever. This is so you can go into options and it'll be 1080 by 1080. For some reason, because I'm using a dual monitor, I can't, because I'm using Pivot on a different screen. I don't know if OBS has to be on the same screen or not, but yeah, let me open up the restream thing. So now what I can do is remove the net. So we can just put the net anywhere on the side. This is our ground. And then we have our ball. And then what I can do is just add the stick figure in there and smoke them or something. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be something like that. Like, for example, all of these green ones are in between frames, right? So if I were to play it back, you got the jet, then it'll drop the ball, miss the net, hit the dude, he dies. Just kind of blows past and just think it smokes a car or something. We could just make something fun happen, right? So that's why I like Pivot. Pivot's a good piece of software. Oh, hold on. Let me crank up the mic. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, you guys couldn't hear me. But I was gonna say, yeah, Pivot's a great software for that. Yeah. Yeah, so now we gotta make it do something, right? So all those green things up here are in betweens, all these green bars. So like for example, if I wanted to make any of these longer, this is like 4 seconds of an animation without in betweens. But if you select them all, whoop. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, because I started a new frame. But anyway, yeah, all these in betweens, you can just select your frames with Shift and then add an in between, and then it'll add in between. So it's 4 frames per each of these. And I only had to animate one of them, and you can just choose how many in betweens you want. Like if this was just regular Pivot, this thing would probably take about a second to blow by. It'd be super, super fast. But since I'm playing it with in-betweens, you'll notice that it's a lot smoother. Kind of goes past, but anyway, let's go all the way to the end. Yes. So we get that frame, and then what we can do is remove this. And then we'll get a character of some kind, so I gotta go load figure type. Yeah, I gotta make it. I gotta make it much bigger, and I'll make the jet go by, and then the ball will come in. I think that'd be kind of funny. So we'll make him stand here, and then what we'll do is get our jet back. I already have it. That's fine. Yeah, you can download all these on a website. You just go to Pivot, like just Google it. You'll see it. It's a free program, and there's a tab where you can download all the figures and stuff. It's a fun, and this is the first animation software I ever used. So what we're gonna do is make the jet go by like really quick, so we can convey that he's watching the jet try to score the goal into the net, right? So we'll just make it go blow by. No, we'll add no in betweens for this, and I'll show you what I mean by that too. So, for example, if I want this jet just to whip by, we could start it like that. I'm just gonna look up, and the jet's gonna whip, and then what I want to do is go into my other pivot, and then what we're gonna do is go back and copy and paste this. Yeah, we don't want that to show yet, so we'll just save that for here. And it'll just zip by real quick, so I'll show you what I mean by that. Good. And we can get rid of that. And then what we'll do is just kind of push that line there. And then make the player start to look back. Yeah, and I need to put this ball over here. Make that a lot smaller. And then we can delete that. And then we'll add a couple in between frames. Right? So like for example, right? So let's just hold it off here. You'll see how fast this goes by if I have no in-betweens, which you can see by no green bar being beside them. See how fast that was? You didn't even fucking see it. That shit was so fast. So let me show you. Yeah, we can just take all the frames and then we can add an in-between. So there's going to be 2 frames in between each of them. So now when we play it, that should be a little longer. Whoa, what happened? Did the ball go away? That 1-2 frame there, you won't see that ball, so we're gonna have to figure something out with that, because that kind of like gets teleported to the other side. But for this, we're gonna make it 1. And then I'll put that ball down there. Yeah, there we go. You see that ball? It like flicks by the screen. It's really weird, actually. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, like, you see that? Like the ball is going by the screen. I didn't. It's so odd to me. So let me do something here real quick. Let me just pump this up to 6 frames. What the fuck is going on? It's so annoying. So this is what we're gonna do then. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's frame 2. We're gonna just keyframe the ball going around in each frame. So we're on frame 2. We're gonna go to frame 3. I'm gonna bring the ball here, frame 4, and then the ball can go up. So now it shouldn't go past the screen. There we go. It's a little cleaned. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do you redo? There we go. Yeah, I don't really need that little bit of top. Actually, we can even bring this down to 0. To make it, if we want it to go really fast. Yeah, like that. That's kind of what I want. That's actually flawless. That's actually perfect. See, that's the fun thing about this. Like, we made 3 frames and we were able to basically do that, you know? It's like, well, a couple extra. You just press spacebar, you move, you position spacebar, and then you add your in between. Very easy. And I think I might actually keep the 6 in between, so let me stop the loop. We'll update, add another one, add another one. And then the ball, and then I need to go grab this sand thing. Yeah, we're gonna make this fast like a fucking lightning bolt. Yeah, I have a blood asset. I gotta download. You make them. Yeah, man. Remember those old the Stick Death website from the early 2000s? A lot of that was done with this. And Flash. Actually, yeah, let's just do direct contact. Bah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, maybe we should slow it down, eh? So yeah, I'll do like a midpoint. So this is an old way to do it. So we'll just, right before the hit, we're gonna add a keyframe. And we can delete this back one. Delete that. Bomb. It's gonna crunch his fucking skull, man. Glah. Yeah, let me download a little blood thing. Yeah, that'll do perfect. And we
this. I don't know. I don't know. So just do something like that. Just do something like that. See what happens. Let's see. So what? We'll kick it. We'll frame that. And then what I want to do is get rid of that and then add that. I don't know, you make him do a whole ass flip or something. I think that'd be pretty funny. Let's do that. It'll make him crunch. He'd be technically be pushed back a little bit. Should put that in front. This would technically be fucking off somewhere. Yeah, we'll fix it if it's not good, because then we can just delete it. It's just that easy. Oh shit! I should have. Yeah, we'll fix the ball up there when I'm done this one. Forgot to move it. Yeah, and then we'll get. Just add a couple frames for good luck. So, we want, when the ball comes in, we want it to be really quick, so let's just try it on 1. Oh, and I guess the crunch would be a part of that as well, so we'll go 1. And then we'll make the flip 3 to test. And then in the rest, we'll go 4. I don't know, we'll try it. I have no idea what's gonna happen. This is the beautiful thing about pivot, man. It's just, where the fuck is my animation? Oh, there it is. It's close. It's close, you know? A little refining to do there. So what we could do. Do something stupid, you know? That ball should... I have no idea what's going on with that ball. Why it's doing that. That's not where I keyframed it. Oh my god, I'm a complete idiot. I forgot how tall my screen was. That's because I was zoomed in and I thought this was the roof. Alright, so yeah, that's easy to fix. So that's why we only made a certain amount of frames, which is good. So it comes in, whack, smokes him, and then we want the ball to travel now. Update, take the ball again, and then we're gonna get it out of here. Except we'll leave the corner so you can just tell that it's leaving the screen. And then the rest, update, update. We should be good to go from there. Close. That flip is a little janky. Nah, I don't like that at all. There we go. Now we're back. Yeah. So then we can come up with something else. Yeah, that's what I mean. You just go through it like that. That actually might look all right. So let's give it a shot. So we'll play it fast first, so I can show you what I mean by it. It's been so long since I've used this program. Add one in between, might clean it up a little. There we go, baby. That's so much better, bro. See what I mean? You just turn down, all I did was turn down 2 frames on that, dude. That's what I mean. You just keep hitting the space bar and moving things, and then you can just speed them when you're done. It just always works. I love it. That's funny as shit, man. I could make that so much more graphic. Oh yeah, you can create your own. There's a whole community for it. So stupid. I can make it bounce off and take off like a highway, take out a highway or something like that. What I originally wanted to do is get the plane to drop the ball and then bounce the ball, and then it'll switch back to the plane, back down to the ball and bounce, and just keep taking out like a city or something. I don't know. It's just fun. We can make this way more pronounced too. We can just go back and edit the other ones. Trust me, it adds a lot of influence when you go back and do that. See? And then when he's coming back forward, we'll take off some frames. So when he's leaning back, we got frames, and then when he's coming back forward like this, give him some extra. Yeah, and if I wanted to, I could just go right back to here and just do another one. All I have to do is highlight them and delete them. That's it, man. That's the sick thing about Pivot is like it's so hard to mess up because you're not using keyframes. And they figured out this way of doing it, which is I've never seen in an animation program before, ever. I've never seen that way of doing it, of adding in-betweens. Usually it's pose to pose, like that Sticks program. Yeah, we're on Discord and Patreon. Well, Discord from. Let's keep going, though. Let's make something else, eh? Let's keep going. Well, I'll show you something sick, too. We'll make like a karate fight or something, too. Let me just do something with this. So I actually want this crunch. Blah. I'll make you 0, 2, and then all the way forward. What happens if we make it like really slow? Oh yeah, it's... Yeah, I'll just save. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean by like, you could do something really easy if you want to do like a running thing. So let's go like, let's just make them 200. For example, right? You could start with 3 poses and get a sick running animation. Watch. Before you'd have to do like a 20 frame animation to do this. And what you're going to do is take your leg out like that, and we can zoom in. Yeah, I wish it had IK too. That would make things so much easier if I could turn on IK while I was. That's why I use Moho. When I do stick animation, normally I use Moho. It's because you can rig it. You do frame by frame. You can lip sync. You can do so much. You know? Like, you know, you can and take your frames. Like, for example, it would be so fast if I were to play it now. See, it's so fast. But if I wanted to, I could go here, and then I could go 3. You get the idea. And so if you just wanted to make them run across the bottom, right? Yeah, you change the color of them if you want. See? Yeah. We only got fucking 6 frames and you get to start, right? And what you could do is just start your run then. Whoa, what am I doing? Damn it. Yeah, I messed that up. It's because I had all the frames highlighted. Holy fuck. Yeah, that thing's so hard to grab sometimes. I don't know. You could just something like that. And if you wanted to, like, you could add emphasis to this too. Like, if you wanted to, like, make the contact feel like a little bit more dangerous, what you could do is add like a shake to it. So you could kick them, and then what you could do is just kind of like a anime, you know, and then do maybe one more. Ooh. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, something like that. It'd be real fast for now. And then, like, you could just add your in between. So we'd just start with twos. I don't know. You know, you get the idea. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I'm so tired. It's 12 a.m. here, man. I gotta get to bed, but thank you for tuning in.